You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the November 15th meeting of the Michigan City Police Civil Service Commission. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
All right, before we start the meeting, we'll say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Such a prominent, fast voice.
It is. It's ahead of us.
Yeah. So sets the pace for that.
Call the meeting to order. I'll take a roll call of members. Commissioner Kraus is out on vacation right now out of town. So Commissioner Simmons
Here.
and Commissioner Matzke are here. So we have a quorum. Last month we did a hiring event. We had 10 people attend that event, 5 of which passed the written exam and the physical fitness exam. So those 5 applicants are currently in the process of their background investigations. They've already been assigned to the investigators, so they're underway with those. We currently have 7 applicants in the final phase of the hiring process, which is the review with the PERF pension board for their physical and psychological exams. We haven't received word back yet if they've all completed those and the results of those, so that hopefully we'll have it next month's meeting. We currently have 8 openings now, I guess. There was a recent resignation of an officer who was on probation. So we have 8 openings. We have 1 expected retirement in February. So that'll put us 9 down officers this time under this contract. So hopefully we'll have those positions filled by March, I'm hoping, if we can get that. So if everybody passes their background and perf out of this last hiring group, we should at least have 1 or 2 officers left over for the start of our very first hiring list in the last maybe 4 to 5 years now.
At least.
The Division of Professional Standards couldn't attend today, so we don't have any reports from them, so I'll just pass this on. Oh, I do want to say congratulations to the officers who recently received their letters of commendation, and congratulations to Corporal Harris on his promotion. Well deserved there. And with that, I don't think we have any promotions in the wings, do we? With the possible retirement of Sergeant Baker maybe sometime next year.
Yeah, we'll see. Yes.
Outside of that, nothing. So yeah, the floor is yours, Chief.
Yeah, again, obviously we just had that testing. Again, appreciate the Commission's efforts this year. That was our 5th testing that we've held this year. I think to date we've hired 19 officers this year. And again, we have 7 still in the final stage of the background. Honestly, I don't think they couldn't get in until December. So I think that first week of December is their physical and psychological exam is what retired Sergeant Havlin was able to coordinate. So again, we'll be looking to get those back here, hopefully by the next commission meeting. But
I don't think there would be an issue then. So we're probably looking at after the first of the year if they're
probably,
for the hiring.
Realistically,
right.
By the time that we get
all the paperwork done,
their paperwork back, the pension board meets, then we have to resubmit. We have to send it down for final signatures and approval. So again, hopefully the first week or so of January, we'll get those individuals in. And like you said, with that will leave us, I think, 2 positions out of this 5 that are in background. So again, potentially have a 3-man list or a 3-person list of applicants. So again, appreciate your efforts with the ongoing hiring testing this year. I did want to at least recommend, obviously with some of the hiring this year, we had a few lateral transfers come in. I know we were discussing before, apparently we have to be at least 3 months out. So we're nearing that. Officer Tempest Miller was hired on August 21st. So I think the 21st of this month, she would be at the 3-month mark. Again, I just wanted to obviously recommend her. Officer Zach Wells, he was hired on the 28th of August, and then Officer Noah Smith was on the 31st of August. Again, their 3 months are up this month. Each of them, I think Wells and Miller, both of them bring 3+ years of experience to the department, and Officer Smith is just about 1.5 years. So again, it always helps when we can hire, some lateral transfers, right? Get a little bit of experience, and plus it makes it the effective manpower, much quicker, as you guys know. So we're able to get them trained to get them on the street much quicker than the traditional way of hiring.
Are they typically out on the street by themselves after about 2 months?
Yeah, typically 2 of these 3 were officers that had returned.
Right.
They sought greener pastures in the last year or so, and decided that it wasn't that Michigan City Police Department was a much better place to be. So we're excited about that. I think that means we're kind of doing some things right. Between the administration, I think the city council, and the police commission, we've got some things going in the right direction, and I think it just speaks volumes when we have some people return and say, hey, and then Officer Miller is, she's been around the area, so again, we were able to do that accelerated field training program. So it's, again, like you said, about 2 months, and they're out on their own and effective. So that helps. So,
right.
When we talk about it, obviously all these new hires, we had 9. We have 9 of our probationary officers. I'll list them all. Are signed up to go to the police academy in January. We were able to get 7 of them into NILEA. Due to demand, we were going to send 2 of them to ILEA. So again, we try to do NILEA just because obviously it's region cops. I would say Northwest Indiana cops training those officers up here, so get a little bit better feel of what they're going to have to encounter on the job up here. But again, I think I don't want to say most of us, a lot of us went to ILEA in our careers, and they do some good things down there as well, a little bit differently. So again, we're excited. Hopefully we'll get those back at the end of April, and several of them will be almost done with the field training. So we're looking to get them out on the street at the end of May and June. So that'll start helping. Again, we've been hiring hard this year, and then once they get done with that training, hopefully May and June, they'll start being effective manpower. So that'll help us tremendously. So we're excited. Again, a year from now, we're going to be in a great place, I think, as far as personnel-wise. So again, like you said, I want to obviously congratulate Corporal Deshaun Harris on his recent promotion. Well-deserved. Deshaun is an 8+ year veteran with the Michigan City Police Department. Served on afternoons, and he's on midnights now, and so we're looking for good things from him. He's always been a strong-willed, good cop, and, not the most outspoken, but he's always someone that you can rely on, and he's going to be there regardless of the situation. So congratulations to him. And again, we had several letters of commendation. Again, just quite a few to afternoon shift, some detective bureau, street crimes. So again, just obviously want to say thanks to all the officers that are continually doing a great job and excelling in their duties, and putting the community first. I do have some calls for service. I'll jump on the Chief Cooney bandwagon since he is not here today. In October, we answered 2,966 calls for service. We took 425 reports, 210 arrests, 185 were adults, 25 juveniles, 16 guns were seized, and we received 49 shots fired calls, which is down. We just had a meeting the other day, and again, just talking about it again, we can't thank the council and the community enough about the flock system. We continue to use that daily. on really just about any investigation, we're searching those cameras. And the Raven shot detection is just, it's on the spot. It's instantaneous notification for us. We're not waiting for calls to come in about gunshots being fired or anything like that. We get those alerts literally on our phones now, on our desktop computers. And so it just really, quickens our response time. So again, we're seeing that to be truly effective now, and we're getting to those incidences quicker and more precise locations. So again, we just want to thank the council and the city for their for doing that for us, because it's an invaluable tool. Other than that, I don't think I have anything right now. We're looking at, we have Shop with a Cop coming up here December 4th, right? What I said. Yeah, so December 4th, again, we partnered with Walmart, NIPSCO, the other partners.
That's it for now.
The Share Foundation, the Social Learning Institute, and Michigan City High School Special Education. Again, we'll take several individuals out, do some Christmas shopping, get them some needs, and get them some wants. So again, we've done this for several years now. Again, we're looking forward to it again. Again, that's December 4th at Walmart, 9 a.m. It's kind of the meet time, so we're excited. Again, appreciative of NIPSCO and Walmart for being sponsors and continually supporting that. We do wrap up our Citizens Police Academy this week. Again, we've had a great group there. Again, just giving them a little bit of insider to the Michigan City Police Department. Seeing some of the things that we do, some of the the cool stuff, the CSI, the driving, and SWAT, and some of that neat stuff. So again, we're happy to have them again this year. And again, that finishes up Thursday night. We have a Flock user group meeting tomorrow morning. So it's kind of a regional meeting with all basically Flock users throughout Northwest Indiana, and just kind of see how other agencies are using it. Talk about a few success stories that each of us have had, and just kind of learn from each other how people are using it, how they're tracking the data and whatnot, so we can collect that stuff accurately. So I think that's about all I've got right now. I'm sure Chikora picked up my slack, so yeah.
So, piggybacking on what you said, the Flock user group will be tomorrow. Not only will we talk about some successes and see how everybody's using it, they'll also present some new technology that they have that hopefully we can incorporate in our system to even make it even better and more responsive and more proactive, for our police force. So, hoping to hear some good things from Flock, and might be asking for some things here soon. The Angel Tree program, Salvation Army, we'll have every year we do that. We have a tree down, angel tree down there with tags on. The officers usually take the tags. We have about 20 to 25 tags down there. And we usually also take the tags and has like the sex and age of a child, and whether it's a toy or clothing item, they'll take that. Well, it has to be in the package, and then we'll set it, keep it here in Salvation Army, comes and picks it up. It's part of their Christmas outreach program where kids and families get to pick out stuff in the toy section and the need section when they Christmas shop for this Salvation Army. So we do that every year, and we got that up for officers now. Michigan City Holiday Meals is another tradition that we do here in Michigan City Police Department. We've been doing it for the last 10, 12 years, or not even more, where we deliver the Thanksgiving dinners. We even do Christmas and Easter dinners for the Michigan City Holiday Meals Committee. So Thanksgiving is where usually it kicks off. So on Thanksgiving Day, officers and their families will meet at St. John's Church at 10:30 a.m. and we'll deliver about 300 plus meals. We've got it down to science where it usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour to do all that. That's packing meals up and delivering them out. We kind of divvy the town the way we patrol. So we kind of know the houses, and they say before you know it, if you get the right amount of officers, it can take literally less than an hour real quick. So we'll be participating with that. But that's at St. John Church, and I think if anybody needs a meal, they can contact, her last name is Tillman, why can't I think of her first name? Kelly Tillman. It's Officer Taylor Tillman's mom, and they get on the list. we have in hand that we'll have out the next week or so 9 new 2023 Dodge Durango patrol vehicles that'll be out. Our fleet is really being upgraded. Again, thanks to funding from the city council and our budget and just the city working with us to get us the appropriate vehicles. We still have some Explorers in the fleet, but we don't have any Crown Vics, so that's a good thing for us. So you'll see some more Dodge Durangos out on the street here the next week. We did talk about our 2 new canines that we have on the street, but we also have a third one, Lucky. Officer Wego had to retire his dog early, and we were able to get funding to get a new dog for him. So Lucky is with Officer Wego, and then Officer Mans has Orc, and Officer Callahan has Donnie. So we have our canine division now has 4 new canines, or 4 canines in the division. 2 will be on afternoons and 2 will be on midnights. And I think and then also if anybody's interested, because it is Christmas season, Salvation Army does a Red Kettle drive usually. And so you can go to the Salvation site. They have I wish I had the link, but you can go there and sign up to bring any kettles. But every holiday, I usually take the Hobby Lobby kettle starting the 25th, every Saturday up until Christmas. And so I'm always looking for volunteers to ring the bell at the kettle at Hobby Lobby. So if anybody's interested in ringing at Hobby Lobby, feel free to contact me. I have plenty of slots open, but they do fill up soon because I get a lot of high school students that volunteer that need time for their hours, and hopefully a lot of officers this year. So, but that's it for me. Oh, and then congratulations to Corporal Deshaun Harris on his promotion, and then also Officer Maximiliano Hernandez, who was also the Officer of the Year for Rotary Club Service by Self Award. So.
Anybody else? You have anything to say?
I don't have anything to say.
So as Chief discussed, we're going to do another hiring event. I think we're shooting for the 2nd or 3rd week of February. And are we still going to?
17th?
Yeah, the 17th.
10th or 17th? I don't see. 17th works for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here. Wait, you said the 7th.
17th.
Yeah, I can work it.
I think I'm available that day. So yeah, we'll plan on February 17th. Are we still doing the little review with that? Is that still going to be available?
I will get with Julianne Hill and Pastor Kim Williams, and they did it the last time. We only had, I think, 3 sessions because we were kind of short. We didn't have a big window.
Plan out of it.
But I will get with them talking about it now so we can have it planned, since we have a date, and we'll have it planned.
Because I know I know the 5 applicants that they were really close on the written exam, and as you know, a majority of those are because they're just not good test takers. They're nervous and they're a little. The test isn't exactly what they expected it to be, so that's the reason most of those. But as far as written test goes, just reviewing them with them, most of them were very close. Like nobody tanked it that bad. and it's usually just one section. Unfortunately, there's 4 sections of that test, as you guys know, and one section disqualifies you, and so they're all interested in that. So I told them I'd reach out to them when I had some more information.
Yeah, we'll get that going early. I'll hopefully have those dates before the new year, and have it all set up for them to continue that year.
Okay, well, other than that, I mean, I'm 19 officers this year. That's huge, but people need to understand that, as you said, the lateral transfers we have out on the street in 2 months and by themselves, and their effective manpower at that point in time. Up until then, they're riding with somebody, and they I don't want to say they don't count, but it's not, you can't use them to fill a position or a district for patrol on the patrol shift. So that does help, and unfortunately it takes about 11 months to be handed a set of keys and out driving by yourself from the time you start taking the test and get hired, and so it takes a long time. So we do encourage the lateral transfers, and as was stated before and approved, lateral transfers are higher up on our hiring list than just an applicant who has no experience in law enforcement at all. So we do encourage it, and I think the benefits and the pay and everything is where it should be right now. Always willing for more, I'm sure, but that's one reason why I think some of those officers came back. They left initially because of the pay and thought that pasture was greener, and it really wasn't. You know, as you guys know, you're a little older than the typical 22 to 25-year-old we hire. That little bit of money is sometimes that little bit of money though that they see and isn't worth it, and they realize it real quick. You know, this is a job that. It's a lifestyle, and if that lifestyle ain't a good fit for you, you know, you're not gonna excel. So I think they did the right thing by coming back. Okay, so I think our next meeting will be, our meetings are off a little bit this month because I failed to put out the public notice in time. So no, December's meeting will be on the 13th, and hopefully we'll have some kind of information. I doubt on those 7 from Perf, if they're not going to go until the first week of December, we're not going to have any information on them, but I will definitely have some information on them the 10th of January for the monthly meeting that month. All right, well, meeting is adjourned. I'll see everybody back here on December 13th.